This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I don't know how to play poker. And I've seen the new comedy drama film Fatherhood, directed by Paul Weitz and starring Kevin Hart. It's a story about a man named Matt, played by Hart, whose wife tragically passed away shortly after the birth of their daughter, Maddie. The film follows two periods in Matt's life as a single parent. First, as he learns the ropes of caring for an infant while balancing his work and social lives and managing the stress that comes with this. And then several years later, still caring for Maddie as she attends kindergarten and as he begins to take an interest in another woman. Despite this newfound happiness, though, he still harbors some insecurities about being able to handle the pressures of being a parent. The story and plotting of Fatherhood is a bit standard and predictable, falling back on the kinds of situations and cliches you might find in any film about parenthood. It's a simple formula that works for the film's setting, but doesn't do much to try and stand out otherwise. It's pretty clear that the movie is more of a vehicle for Kevin Hart as a dramatic actor versus the comedic roles he's taken over the past several years. His performance in Fatherhood is certainly a departure from this, but it's not as great as it could be. There are certainly signs that he's able to handle the subtlety of dramatic roles, but at times it feels more like he's more or less trying to repress the part of him that wants to break into improv comedy. Granted, there are some comedy scenes where he's able to loosen up, of course, but overall it almost feels subdued, like he's holding back more personality or emotion out of worry that he might lapse and go off script. Otherwise, there isn't too much to say about Fatherhood. On a technical level, the film is pretty uneventful, save for the non-linear opening scenes, which set up Matt's new life as a single father. Cinematography doesn't aim for anything really special or expressive, saving wide shots for establishing locations and keeping things generally close up on the cast during dialogue. Editing also doesn't try anything out of line either, save for the opening. The other elements of the film are pretty much standard, and not really worth remarking upon, which again pretty much points to this film's purpose as a vehicle. In all, Fatherhood is pretty forgettable, seemingly made only for the sake of giving Kevin Hart a chance to try a dramatic role, and it's a role that works with some moments that do truly shine, but is for the most part held back by either some subpar writing or subdued acting. And when the film's overall purpose is to showcase this skill, then you might need to think again about whether or not it's all you should focus upon, or if you should give the viewer something else in the movie to fall back upon. Fatherhood. Paul Weitz, 2021. 2.5 stars. I wouldn't really recommend it, unless you've got nothing better to do, I guess. That's the end of the review. You know how it is. Like, comment, sub, etc. I do think that Kevin Hart could be a good dramatic actor, though. But I'd say that he just needs to keep trying until it clicks, you know?